Hello everyone. In the last video, we saw how important it is to attract your target audience, because when you attract your target audience, you will get more customers, and once you get more customers, you will get more bookings, and that's how you grow your business. And that is why you are here, because you want to grow your business. So in this video, we are going to look at your ideal customer's journey, and we are going to compare online and offline marketing tactics together at the same time. So let's first we are going to look at the offline journey. So imagine that here is a prospect. The guy is not your customer right now, he is just a prospect, and he has visited a nearby railway station, and he wants to, obviously he just came from the railway station, so he wants a place to stay. He hasn't booked any place anywhere, so he saw your hotel near the railway station and he booked your hotel. So this is the importance of location. When you think about offline journey or offline journey of customer, it's important that you are in the right location. For example, you are an affordable hotel, so an affordable hotel should be near railway station, because people usually book hotels when they are coming from railway station. Coming from railway station, if you have a luxury hotel, maybe it's better to have your hotel near airports, because usually people who book luxury hotels, they come from airport, so it's better that you attract your audience from that place. So I'm not saying that your hotel must be in it should be near railway station. I'm just saying that you should just have to think about your target audience and how you can attract them, what is the right place for that. So now let's imagine another journey, and it's not necessary that this is the only journey which your customer will follow. There can be more journeys, there can be even the mix of multiple journeys. So let's consider another journey. Suppose this is your prospect, and he saw an ad, a billboard ad of your hotel, and that billboard ad resonated with him. Maybe you have a very niche hotel, maybe you are a resort, and the guy was just looking for resorts, and that ad just clicked. So he saw the ad and he came to your hotel and he booked the room. Let's consider another scenario. Suppose your prospect has seen your ad, but he has still not booked the hotel. Then he was thinking that he's going to use the train, so he's going to go from railway station, and he saw that your location is good for him because it's near railway station. Your hotel is near the railway station, and he got a lot of recommendations from his friends that go to that hotel. That hotel is very good, and we also stayed in that hotel and we had a good experience. So all these things add up and you booked a hotel. So it can be intermix of these journeys, but this is how usually an offline journey goes. And the billboard ad also can be different type of ad, like newspaper ad could be there, radio ad could be there, or all kinds of any kind of offline ad if you think about. So this is how a typical offline journey happens. Now we are going to talk about the online customer's journey. Let's again imagine a prospect, but this time he's sitting at his home. He's not at railway station or anywhere roaming around. He's sitting at his home, and he is using Facebook on his mobile. And maybe he saw an ad on Facebook, or maybe he saw some people recommending your hotel, some people using some people's photos with your hotel, and he saw that he also wants such a life, such an experience, such a hotel. He also wants to book such an hotel, and that is how he got attracted to your hotel, and he booked a hotel whenever he was planning to visit your destination. And this platform could also be not just Facebook. Usually people share images on Instagram also. On There are many other platforms like Twitter, and Pinterest is also a common platform. So any platform they can use, any social media platform, they must have seen your image from, and they booked their hotel. Let's imagine another scenario. Your prospect this time is sitting in his office, and he's thinking about his plan. He's thinking about his plan to go to a certain place with his family maybe. So he went to oyo.com, because he already can easily go to Oyo from his desktop, and he saw that your hotel has good rating, has good images, and your whole landing page on Oyo just resonated with him. So after going to Oyo, he booked your hotel. So this is also a possible journey. Let's think about one more journey. Suppose your prospect is just roaming around somewhere, and he saw something on Facebook regarding your hotel, maybe an ad, maybe his friend's post is there that your hotel is good. And when he visited when he started planning for his trip, he saw an ad on the website, because you are using these kind of ads to target him. And then he also saw when he went to the review section, online review section, customer review section, he saw very positive reviews. Some of his reviews were also from his friends. So this made him book your hotel. This made him book your hotel directly. So this can be a possible online journey of your customer. And it's not necessary that a journey has to be online and offline. So the journey can be online and offline mix. It may happen that your prospect may have seen a lot of ads on Facebook, but he was going through railway station and he saw the hotel in front of him. So he thought that this is a popular hotel, this is a good hotel. I've seen its ad many times. So he went to the hotel and booked it offline. So it could be a mix of online and offline. Happen it could happen anything like that. So now I'm going to give you an example of this whole journey. Imagine you are on Facebook and you saw this is actually this is a real ad of Taj Hotel, and here Taj Hotel is just displaying his experience in video format, that these are all the exotic resorts and spa at their location. So this is how Taj Hotel is using Facebook ad to attract their target audience. Or maybe you are just going through Google and maybe you are planning to just go to Kana National Park, and you typed Kana National Park and you saw this ad from Taj Hotel. You already know a lot about Taj Hotel because you have seen a lot of their Facebook ads. And now uh, Taj Hotel's Google ad is in front of you and they are giving you a lot of knowledge about Kana. They are giving you a lot of offers. They are giving you tented suites and tented suits, and a lot of more information is there. You can actually call them. There is a call button directly in the ad. So you just went through this ad and you just saw everything, but you still were not satisfied. You were still not ready for booking right now. You are just searching for the right hotel. So you didn't book this hotel. Now they retargeted you on another website. While you doing more research, you are looking at more destinations to visit near near this near this near this safari, near Kanha National Park. So then you saw this ad again because you have already visited their website and they know that you are interested. And now you all of a sudden got attracted to this ad because you were just planning a trip to Kana National Park, and you saw this ad because it is very very relevant to you. Now this time you were also ready because you know what they are offering. Now you clicked on book now, and you are redirected to Taj Hotel's website, which looks like this. So this is how they collect lead on their website. This is the actual example. This is an inquiry form which you can fill. It says, thank you for visiting Taj Safaris. One of our India's travel specialists will contact you to plan an unforgettable trip to India. And you can fill your details. It's asking for title and more things it's asking for. It's not full form. Full form is not showing in front of you. So this is how Taj Hotel is using the whole online platforms to get more book to get more customers, to get more bookings, to attract their target audience with beautiful visuals and with a lot of ease. So these are the tactics. So we will not be discussing offline tactics. We are not going to discuss newspaper ads, radio ads, billboard ads. I'm going to show you digital marketing, how you can attract people with digital marketing. And the next section, we are going to look at all the digital marketing tactics, which is Facebook ads, Google ads, or just general content marketing, coming up on Google, ranking on Google organically high without paying anything, retargeting people who have not booked, to come in front of them. A lot of tactics we are going to look at in the next section, and I'm going to give you even more examples in those sections as well. So one more thing I want to say, that it's very easy to start online advertising because you don't have to pay a lot, you don't need a lot of budget, and once you are satisfied with the result, then you can increase your budget. But it's not the same with online ads. If you think about buying a billboard, then it's going to cost you a lot. If you think about uh, running a newspaper ad, if you think about giving an ad to newspapers, that is going to cost you a lot, and it may not perform well, you don't know, right? So online advertising, it's not like that. You can have a very low budget and you can start advertising on any of the platform. And there is something also called content marketing. You can just put a lot of beautiful content, and you can boost your pages, boost your website, get beautiful blogs on your website, and you can attract people without paying anything. So we are going to look at all the tactics, and much more than even attracting the target audience. There is some bonus content also at the end of the video. So just keep watching my videos, and thank you for watching this one. Thanks.